Hey there, I'm Slightly Froggy, and welcome back to my stream. Today, I'm continuing my playthrough of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Now, where we last left off, we just finished the investigation on the third case, and while we found a lot of interesting evidence as to what may have happened, I honestly have no idea who is behind this. Because of the despair disease, everybody's motive is pretty much right out the window, and we have no idea. Well, anyway, I have no idea where the heck this case is going to go. So we're going to be starting the trial today, the first half of the trial. And we're going to see if we can kind of piece together exactly what happened and who was behind it, because unfortunately, Best Girl Ibuki is now gone. Hey, Olaf, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, unfortunately, Ibuki's gone. Man. I have no idea who did it. There aren't that many characters left, so it's like, it should be easier, but it's not. The fact that there's, like, zero motive. Hiyoko, too. It's like, I mean, it could have been anybody with Hiyoko, but I think they threw the disease thing just to mess with us. Maybe. I don't know. Nagito was knocked out for a while. He doesn't seem like the type to play along with that sort of thing. Hey, JJ, welcome back to the stream. The day the music died. Oh. That's exactly it, because, man, we had that concert from Ibuki, and, man, that was some performance, wasn't it? That was some performance. There was a lot of screaming. So just a heads up, I'm going to be keeping an eye on my internet connection. I've been having spotty internet today, so fingers crossed, knock on wood, it's going to hold off for the stream. It's finally going to figure out that, hey guys, I'm trying to stream, please, I need my internet to work, please. So if I occasionally drop out, that's why. But fingers crossed, we're going to stay online. So we're going to give about a couple more minutes for some people to trickle in. It's not quite enough time to play Magical Girl Monami and play the snake one again. So, oh, whoops, forgot to turn on the sound for you guys. Hold up. There we go. We gotta have some tunes. There we go. So we'll give people a couple minutes to trickle in, and then we will get started on the trial. And hopefully have an idea as to who's behind this. Hey, Paper's Paper, welcome back to the stream. We're going to be kicking off the trial in just a moment or so. So, I have no idea. So I'm thinking somebody convinced Ibuki to kill Hiyoko. And they had the falls hanging upstairs in the hospital. But who could it have been? I mean, that narrows it down because only so many people could come and go from the hospital. Maybe it was Mikan. I don't know. I don't think it was, oh my goodness. I apologize. I'm blanking on names a little bit. Akane. I don't think it was Akane because I think we would have figured out pretty quickly if it was Akane. Even with the baggy bathrobes. I think we probably would have figured it out if it was her. Maybe it was Mikan. I don't know. Mikan's like, I need to kill the rest of my friend group. I don't know, Nagito's looking kind of sus. He always looks sus, but still. The man is like the definition of sus. That man is always sus, and because of that, he's probably never ever gonna actually, like, murder anybody because of that. Like, it was like, Toko in the first game, where she's like, by the way, I'm like an actual real-life serial killer, and I'm crazy, but I'm never actually gonna kill anybody, so what are you gonna do? Alright, so it's 7:30. Oh, be right back. Paper's Paper, we're about to get started. Now is not the time. Any bad adjectives you can think of Nagito fits. Honestly, I do, like, as somebody playing the game, Nagito is frustrating because he's definitely a wild card element. Go ahead, it's fine. Oh, okay, then I'll go on ahead. And just once I'm done my little rant about Nagito here for a second. As a player, Nagito is frustrating because he's always throwing a wrench in whatever it is I'm trying to do. But separating from that, Nagito is a very fun character. Like, I actually really like Nagito. He's very interesting. But as a player, I find him very frustrating. It's that fine line. But let us get started. Ooh, it's 7:31. Oh, there's the man. I watched the anime of the first game when I'm done with Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Oh, I'm guessing you're watching, like the first, like, the actual first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, are you watching all the way through, or? So I'm trying to remember when I stopped watching. But I did hear about, like, the first season they didn't dub. Alright, it's trial time. Oof. He would help you if you were to throw a wrench at him in order to murder him for your hope. He'd be like, sure, I'll stand perfectly still. Just kill me. If it's gonna build to something, go ahead. Like, that would be Nagito's stance. He's like, it's fine, my life is worthless. Finished first of the Japanese season, the normal season. I'm watching GX with another main character. Oh, okay. Or the first JP season. Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually did used to play the card game for a little bit, mostly just against my brother, but I had the Joey deck with the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Alright, now I definitely need to go over the handbook. Alright, let's look at our evidence here. Okay, actually, let's look at the skills first. Okay, what do we got? Okay. Ooh, cheat code. Yes. The time limit doesn't decrease, even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. Okay, effective during the non-stop debate cannot be combined with Infinity Unlimited Flame. Oh, and that's, the Infinity Unlimited Flame, that's Gundam's, I believe, right? That's what you guys said is, like, his kind of overlaps with, Chiaki's. But I briefly read of the manga as well, yes. Okay. Oh, the Japanese season, okay. Wasn't aired internationally on 4Kids, yeah, because it was kind of dark. Yeah, like, I remember hearing about that. Welcome back. I'm just going over the skills. I've enabled cheat code, so I should have a fighting chance now. While I fumble my way through through the trial, as I normally do. Alright, let's go over these truth bullets. And Infinity Unlimited Flame sounds like an awesome special move for a shonen with superpowers. That is exactly Gundam Tanaka. He is the dark shonen hero that we all love and deserve. Alright, Monokuma File 3. Alright, there were two victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. Okay. I mean, I'm questioning that a little bit, but I have nothing else to base that on, so. He's the ultimate edgelord indeed. Oh, he is such an edgelord, but I love Gundam Tanaka for it, though. I love that little edgelord. He's great. Okay. There were bloodstains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. Blood on the soles. A bloody soul. Two bloody souls. Rope used for hanging. The rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. Okay. Key to the motel room that Hiyoko was staying in. It was very deep inside her kimono, so it was pretty difficult to retrieve. Thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting. Okay, because the way I figured with the scrap of the paper is they hung up the paper around the pillar that Hiyoko was tied to, so that when Hajime came in, saw it, ran out, then they just tore the paper down. And it's like, ta-da, new body! Like Vanna White, just ta-da, new body! I found a new way to depict Celeste. That's pretty accurate. Oh yeah, just big eyes. Hey Kwa, welcome back to the stream. I'm just going over the truth bullets before we get started on the trial. So, okay, thick scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting. Okay, have an idea of what was used for that, so, or what that was used for. Black curtain at the very back of the music venue stage. It is not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looks like it was brought from a supermarket and not something that was originally here. To make it look like the one on the hospital on the second floor, in the conference room. I apologize, I'm fiddling with my lighting a little bit. Did you equip Chiaki's skill? Yes, I did. I will double check that before I get started, but I'm very sure I equipped it, so. Can I have that paper after the trial? Well, I mean, paper's paper. Deserves paper. A stepladder was found in the music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, a slight blood stain can be seen, which wasn't seen in the video we saw of the live feed. So that's gonna be a big piece of evidence right there. A candle was found at the front of the music venue stage. It looks like the dim light seen in the surveillance camera video was actually light from this candle. Debatable. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the lighting. Both with my lighting and the lighting in this trial, obviously. Surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed to pieces and no longer works. I feel like that's a fake one. Yeah. That's, like, if we could have Kazuichi look at that and just be like, nah, man, I didn't tamper with this at all. I don't know where this one came from. Like, somebody found it, like, in Electric Avenue or something. The AC was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It's hot. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of that. There's another camera. Yeah. Well, not one that was hooked up to it. It was broken, so we can't verify which camera it was. The one who recorded the video inside the hospital. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The real one is in the hospital, or was used in the hospital to fake the hanging that Hajime saw, thinking it was Ibuki, and then he ran to the venue and saw, oh, Ibuki's here. And a smashed camera? Like, that's like a fake. That's a fake out broken camera. Evidence that a bloodstain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it's believed the blood belonged to Hyoko. A strange glob that Chiaki ate and verified tasted bad. Strange glob that was stuck to where both music venue doors touched each other. They glued it shut at some point directly after Hajime was there. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Okay, like, this is the one piece of evidence where I'm like, I know I'm gonna get mixed up. I think the killer is MOTB? Mother of the Bride? F is for Flubber or Zach. Oh, okay. I don't play League, so. Okay, right until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime. Yeah, because Hajime was in his room. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone. Realized that Ibuki wasn't there. And rushed out of the hospital to search for her, and she met up with Fuyuhiko. Okay. Meat in the bone. Meat on the bone. Sword boo bam bag. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital, it shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climb a stepladder toward a noose. And he said there were 2 bags. So one person won 2 bags and gave one to Ibuki after convincing her to hang herself. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater in Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Okay. That lines up pretty well. Hyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue's storage room. Like, I feel like there would be a better way to kind of look at, like, there'd have to be another mirror she could use, but anyway. The invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma. 1 ticket was passed out per person. The date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. A Monami tote bag that was sold in the movie theater. It's a limited item because only 1 person can buy it. Apparently you get another bag for free when you purchase it. 2 for 1. BOGO, baby. The movie that Monokuma directed, there were a total of 3 deaths in the movie. First, Monami's Scarecrow died by hanging herself, Ibuki. Next, Monami Lion was pumped full of arrows, and that's supposed to be Hyoko. Finally, Monami Tin Man died by getting chopped into metal pieces. I imagine that's gonna be like the the punishment when we find the blackened. They're gonna get chopped into many, many little pieces, I'm gonna guess. Okay, so those are all the truth bullets. Okay. Well, fingers crossed. So let me just double check. Make sure I've got dexterousness, delusion, cheat code. There we go. That's Chiaki's. Man, I can have so many skills. I've really got to use some of those Monami points and get some more skills, guys. I keep forgetting to do that. Then we're gonna serve him or her with a rice bowl. Delicious. Or maybe not, we don't know who it is. They might not be delicious at all. Imagine the killer used the Tin Man's death. Ooh. Yeah, that would have been messy. Oh. What if that wasn't Hyoko's blood? No, there's... Nekomaru's still missing. No, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking... Nope. I can buy some now? Oh, right. Thank you, JJ. You're right. I can do that. It's a report card, isn't it? Can I? Yeah, you can buy skills. Would have cried even more, to be honest. Oh. No spoilers. Okay. Okay, so I've got 10, so I can get some here. Okay, guys, we should probably get one before I get started. Influence. Slightly increases the influence gauge, effective during class trial. Okay, do you guys have any suggestions for which ones I should get? Because otherwise I'm going to be here for a while going through each of these. So I've got 10 to work with, so I'm imagining the higher level, like the more expensive ones are the good ones. When correct answers are chosen, effective... what else we got here? Trigger happy. Decreases delay between firing truth bullets. Effective during the non-stop debate and the rebuttal showdown. 7. Focus gauge decreases at a slower rate during concentration and fever time, effective during the non-stop debate, Hangman's Gambit, and panic talk action. Increases bullet capacity. Effective during the panic talk action. Ooh. I would like to have more bullets. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during panic talk action. Ooh, some of these are good, guys. I'm not sure which one to get. Mood Maker. Easier to shift mood to your favor. You know what? That is tempting, actually, that one. There's a lot of these. Sharpness increases by 5. Wait, do I have Excellent Blade? I don't think I do. Everything seems good. I know, like, that's a lot of these seem really good, and I'm not sure which one to get. But I don't want to spend too much time here. Insult? Increases jumping power. Oh. Nah, I'm gonna pass on that one. Clock up. Increases max speed. No. I've got no idea, to be honest. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a gamble then. You know what? I'm gonna go with Excellent Blade. That feels useful. Follow your heart. But my heart's always wrong. You know what? I'll get Excellent Blade just because it would be... Actually, no, what was the other one? Fine Sword. There. Sharpness by 5. That's the one I want. Trust in the heart of the cards. Alright. Alright, we got Fine Sword. And you know what? Does that cancel out Mood Maker? Or no? Oh, no, because I've only got 4 left. We're not Celeste, though. No. We're not excellent gamblers like Celeste is. Okay, I think we're going to leave it at that because I don't want to use up all of them. But let's go to the skills now. Here we go. There. So that'll help me out. Oh, it can't be combined with Excellent Blade. Okay, but this one's +5. This is fine. I can work with this. Difficulty, yeah, we'll keep it on kind. Yeah, we'll leave it on that. Or cough Nagito. Nagito's a bastard, but I love that little bastard. Why did Ibuki hang herself? And why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear? Survive the class trial, where mystery begets more mystery. Alright, let's go, guys. Ready to proceed? Yes, about as ready as I'm gonna be.
Now then, let's begin with a
smash this
simple
trial.
explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
We're mystery baguette, bread baguette, more mystery.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation?
This is the third time we've heard it, just in this game.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
I had a fever the whole time.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Yeah, that's a safe bet.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Sounds
You're
like a
fine.
messed up version of
Your
Survivor or
head's
something.
empty
Yeah,
anyway.
basically.
Empty head? Huh.
Actually, I'll
What's
turn
wrong
off
with
auto
that?
because I'm worried I'm gonna miss something.
Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I mean, that is one way of looking at it. I mean, it's like the whole I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like the whole like the appeal of flat-chested girl. It's something from an anime. I want to say it was like from a Haruhi Suzumiya thing or something, where it's just like it just means you got the girl closer to your heart. There's less in the way.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't
Might start following that
participate in the
philosophy.
arguments.
We shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate. Plus, we're missing somebody too.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
That saying fills me with hope. Flat-chested girls are valid too. It just means when you hug them, you're even closer to their heart. It's very touching.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
Which is a totally real disease, and it got cured like nothing.
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Okay, checks out so far. I feel called out in a good way.
Spending the night at the hospital was
My
prohibited,
favorite, because
so
they're filled with
Hajime and I
men's
had to
hopes and
sleep at our
dreams.
cottages.
Is that why they're so heavy? Anyway, I'm getting off track here. This is about murder, guys. This is serious. We're not talking about boobs right now.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
Yes.
We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video
Definitely
of someone wearing a
Ibuki
hospital
and
gown
not
a hip
an
bag on their head,
imposter.
climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
This feels sarcastic, the way he's saying it. It's like, wow, what a great story. Tell it again.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
We shall not proceed with this back and where 2 girls have been murdered.
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, so we can see that we can't see Hyoko though. So where was the paper then? Because it was caught on the railing where the lighting is. Okay, that's interesting. 2 best girls have been murdered. 1 best girl. The waifu wars continue in the chat.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
That's an excellent point.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
No one else believed me. They were being very difficult. The paper? Think about its characteristics.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after,
It was
we met
sticky?
up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
Because it said it was stuck to it, or it was like rough, or it had stickers on it, or... Anyway, I will get to that. Remember feeling a little relieved because not long after we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
How long did she rest for?
And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So
Always look at it in the
I
log.
sprinted out of the hospital.
That is true, I can. I don't want to get too derailed just because I want to be able to... Here we go. Thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting. Thick scrap of paper. Yoko just acted that way because she felt pressured by other people because of how she looked or something. I don't really remember the backstory, to be honest. It left that good of an impression on you, huh? Thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting. Thick scrap of paper.
Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him.
Well, I mean, yes, I know it
various
looks
ways
like...
to see if he could help me out.
I'm just saying that if it was wrapped around like that, it probably should have been partially stuck to the baton. I almost wondered if it was, like, gonna be on the outside of the baton. Like the lighting ring up there. If that makes sense. I just thought visually it would look a little bit more like it was. It's black and thick. Okay, so long as you know what it looks like. Oh, I know what it looks like, and I have an idea of how it was used. It's just, I'm curious how they're gonna describe how it was stuck up there. Because I'm assuming it was attached to the baton, but when they showed it just now, like the scene when they found Ibuki, it wasn't like that. So, maybe we'll get some elaboration on that later. Anyway, she ran to Yuriko. See if you can help her out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Oh, he's an embarrassed little Yakuza boy. He's embarrassed.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
Especially because you could totally see her hair peeking out from under it.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
I was checking to see if Ibuki had an interesting little cross on hers, but it looks like it's just an X. Soda, you're a good boy, but please do not. I know, I love Soda, but the boy is so dumb. He's so dumb.
And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's.
I'm gonna believe those are drumsticks.
And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
Soda.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Soda
Not
is
once,
so
but twice in a row.
dumb. I love that boy. I love my dumb punky boy. He reminds me of Ryuji from Persona 5 a little bit, but like, damn, he's so dumb. I apologize, guys. I hate to do this just because I don't like checking my phone during stream. Somebody's texted me a bunch of times and I just need to make sure it's not an emergency. Okay. We're good. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something I needed to respond to immediately. Okay, that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row. Deja vu!
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Could have been guitars as well. Yeah, like, there's a number of instruments you could have used for that. Oh, you know what it could have been? It could have been, like, microphone and, like, the cord from the microphone, and it crossed. That would have been a neat one. I've just been in this place before, higher than the usual stream.
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial.
I'm just playing
right
devil's
now.
advocate,
The
guys.
story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
That's pretty suspect, don't you think?
then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. so you can make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
Nagito, it's not cool to call out your boyfriend like that. It's very embarrassing.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
On the other trial, he always believes this. Now he's being a moron. Now he's being that dickhead who's always like, let me just play. I don't want to offend you or anything, but I just want to play devil's advocate for just one moment. Let's just say, like, by some wild chance, you did it. I mean, obviously, I don't believe you did, but let's just pretend for a moment that you are, and I'm putting you in the hot seat, and now you've got to answer my questions. Nagito's being that guy. Ugh. It's just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Nagito has always been a dummy, to be honest. I disagree. He's got, like, some level of, like... His skills are in manipulation, not so much in planning, though. He just likes kind of twisting and turning. I don't think he really has an end game in mind, most of the time. I think he's just flying by the seat of his pants most of the time. It's just as Kazuichi said, he's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Could be a crash test dummy, instead we'd smash him with a bus. Oh boy, here we go, make your argument. Hotel room key. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay, scrap of thick paper, surveillance camera unit. Okay.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
No, because I didn't watch it until after. He's watching you. I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. Okay, I have to check to see what evidence I've got. Because if my movie ticket's there, I should be able to use that. I need to find that. Break through.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
There we go.
Hajime's testimony is a lie. Then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
That
Did
takes so much.
Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
That's wrong! Guys, our main character, we've got plot armor. Unless I get a game over.
I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate
Of how you
that
can
movie.
agree that your testimony is a lie. Hey guys, I'm sorry. I forgot. I totally lied. I did it. I killed them. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I forgot. I mean, so much was happening that day. I mean, how am I supposed to keep it all straight? Oh, jeez. My green screen's being a little wonky. There we go. Not the killer. I mean, there's no way to be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
I hate this man.
Huh?
I
Before
hate
the
this
incident,
man. I love
Hajime
this man and I
never
hate
watched
this
that
man.
movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
Yes, you were there when I watched the movie.
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Why wouldn't you?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This is...
Don't
Oh,
get
whoops.
mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
No, this is definitely not a game at all. Right, guys? This is real stakes.
What a waste of time.
Even Chiaki.
I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Man, Chiaki's kind of got a little bit of faith in everybody, but even she's just like, Nagito's the worst. Hope everyone did their stretches. Are we in the Matrix? That's been my theory, honestly. That's been my theory, that we're in the Matrix and none of this is real.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means
Sonia keeping us on track.
definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then
But
that
she was
seals
afraid
it.
of heights.
Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is.
Kind of being a little...
The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we
No.
gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Like 10 minutes, because you were wasting my time, Gundam.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's accurate.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you
Hold
mean
it for that
a
long,
closed
though.
room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
Yeah, there's no windows or anything.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
Or it was Ibuki. No, sorry, we had found the body at that point. No, it's not Ibuki. Sorry. So many Sakura flashbacks. Sakura! The best angel. Sakura was a beautiful angel and no one can tell me otherwise. Killer was Goku. He just insta-teleported away.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
The Bonnie and Clyde of the group.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
I mean, Kazuichi wishes, but still.
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh?
When the killer is Byakuya in Chihiro's trial, he teleported behind Makoto. You mean Hajime?
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Not Monokuma. Never. That bear is always honest and true.
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Yeah, it's part of the Yakuza thing. It's shakedowns, you know? Comes with the territory. Killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Alright, let's see what we got here. Make your argument. Stepladder, semi-transparent blob.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
Yeah, it was
The
the
lock
glue.
was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
She watches a lot of those. That person's remark contradicts the truth. Okay, I might need to watch that again. Sorry, I was trying to grab time. I was paying attention. I just think I missed it. So I have to double check to see what my clues are here.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
So I'm guessing it's the glue, because we're talking about the binding of the door, and that was part of it. And Fuyuhiko didn't mention that for whatever reason. So I'm assuming it's the glue. It's the only thing I can think of that would make sense.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Okay, I'm just trying to think what statement
Are
to
you
use
talking
it
about
on.
the broken drumstick?
It's not that.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay, so I'm guessing it's at Gundam's statement of they were trying to buy time. Because I can't think of I would use it for Fuyuhiko's. Okay. So you guys agree it is the glue. It's just I'm trying to figure out what statement to use it on. So I'm gonna assume it's... Because I'm not disagreeing... Mind you, I could disagree. Does that contradict buying time? Yeah. Okay, so I guess I have to use it on Fuyuhiko then. Let's try that then.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside. No, that's wrong.
There we go. Because you could have glued it from the outside.
Wait a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Yeah, because it was in front of the... No, but it was on front of the door when it was inside, though. So that would have meant somebody had it on the... Anyway, I'll let them elaborate.
From the outside? How? There's
The
a
glue.
semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Like, Gorilla Glue. Chiaki was secretly one of those kids that ate glue in kindergarten and her old ways are catching up with her. You know what? I bet you Chiaki was eating glue well into grade school. I love Chiaki, but that would be in character to be like, oh, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to eat it. My dad never told me. It wasn't rubber at all. It was glue.
I see.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
Like some kind of flexible rubber. Like a flubber. Thank you for the setup, JJ.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
No, don't eat it. Hey, Kay, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. You just got to the part where Chiaki's talking about what it tastes like to eat glue. Flex glue.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
She's the expert. Video games, glue identification. Chiaki can do it all. She's the perfect waifu.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And they left the drumstick broken in front of it to make it seem like as if... Yeah, okay. Hello, Saxil1238. Welcome to the stream. Oh, no, never mind. You're a bot. Never mind. I gotta start reading those before I give them shoutouts. I'm just like, oh, that's a new person here. Hello.
And thanks to that, a glob of
Welcome,
glue was left
bot.
where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
This one also eats glue. Not just... Yeah, so we know you meant the bot. The bot eats glue. Horse toes. Oh.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
So we're just not very strong?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
That's fair for you, Hiko. Nobody's expecting you to be a genius. You're doing very well.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
You already did that once. Don't repeat yourself.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
No.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
No, they just created the closed space.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
What? He is visually impaired. That's true. The man has no depth perception now.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
That you could see initially. Yes, because the paper was up.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Yeah, we've got multiple evidence to suggest that, like, Hiyoko died first.
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap that was stuck to the baton lighting in the music venue. Now, I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh, is it time for Tony Hawk Pro Skater, guys? Okay, I might need a... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. What was the red piece of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting? Nope. Nope. No, I don't know what this is. Oh, shoot, I meant to right-click it. Ah, crud. I might biff this one, guys. We saw it somewhere else. Ooh. What? Nope. Oh, shoot. Okay. So it's not W. Oh, wait. Hey? Okay. Oh. Paper. Uh-oh. 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 Ah, crud. Oh no, that's a lot. Oh no. Ah. Where was it? Paper. Okay. There. Okay. I know, there were quite a few hits in there. I got it though. The important thing is I got it eventually.
Wallpaper in the storage room?
Goodness, there were so many letters. Okay.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
See, that's the thing, it's like, yes, I knew it was the wallpaper, but it's just when you just see, like, a bunch of question mark blocks, your brain's just sort of like, that could be anything. My brain knew it was wallpaper, but I just needed some letters to be like, okay, what word does it want me to use?
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
Did somebody bring it?
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Yeah,
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
You guys are way smarter than I am. The scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? I wonder. If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Okay, now it's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. No, we're doing this again. Oh, yes, we are. Okay. So, one sec. Controls. Okay. Real quick. Okay, so mouse, move, accelerates the control key. Brake is right. Left is jump. Okay. Jump, brake, accelerate. Alright. Am I gonna get a question, or? Question 1. It's hidden. Alright. Okay, I'm not gonna accelerate too much just because I'm worried I'm gonna... This isn't too hard. I know it's like famous last words. Question 2. The killer used to hide her body. The wallpaper. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, alright. That is just showing off. Alright, question 3. Killer hide her body. Here we go. They cover the pillar. There we go. There! Look at that! Okay.
It's all coming together!
Aced it this time. I know, after the last time where I got literally
Yoko's body
every
was hidden
question
before.
wrong. I got it this time.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hit the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
We just couldn't see it. See, like, I knew that much.
However,
Yeah.
because it was concealed within a
Okay,
slightly
now when you
larger
compare it
film,
like that.
I didn't realize that at the time.
I was busy looking at the body.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
I mean, it's a good distraction. Ibuki's way better than Hyoko.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Yep.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
Okay, so the killer was... No, they could have left, because they just had to glue it from the
The killer
outside.
made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper.
They gave it away.
And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on it.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would
It's
be
a
much easier
murder.
to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
I mean, I did it, no problem. I mean, the killer did it, no problem, right?
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Before Ibuki.
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
For the players at home, do you want to tell us what an imitation murder is?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
It would hurt her heart if she watched that.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
She's got a point. She's got a point, guys.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Changing song cracks me.
I don't
It's their
eat
slapstick
mothballs.
song.
I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Yes.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in
Maybe?
the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
Reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that now. To mix up the killing order.
I see.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
What?
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
Did Gundam do it, guys? Normally Gundam doesn't talk very much during trials, but he seems to be playing contrarian quite a bit today. And I don't want to believe it's Gundam, but I get the feeling it might be Gundam. No. No, he ran to Hajime. There's no way. Sorry, I don't know what I doubted the Prince of Darkness. I'm so sorry. May the four Dark Devas of destruction have mercy on my soul.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
What's happening? Don't talk about your boy like that. I know, how could I say that about Gundam? How could I doubt him? He is the Prince of Darkness, but he's not a true monster.
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
They're fighting! I think they just want to give him his 15 minutes of spotlight. I mean, the man deserves it. I mean, look at him. Gundam's just the edgelord supreme. He demands attention.
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
Yes.
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
Unless she could float all of a sudden. I'm not getting my hopes up on that, but hey.
What's wrong with that?
But
Yeah.
it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
You're usually the one who's being annoying, Kazuichi. What, you don't like somebody else has taken that role from you?
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
Yes, because of the slippers.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Only I could know that, because I'm truly psychic and you're a mere mortal girl.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Make your argument. Yeah, it's blood on the soles. I don't even need to friggin' there. I've already got it. It's ready.
When Hiyoko died,
Oh, it's Pekko's kendo blades?
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Damn it, Kazuichi, shut
Weak,
up.
I say. It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Okay, so I'm agreeing. Chiaki said Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed, but is that really true? Yes.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
Yes!
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood
Very
stains on the
pink
soles
blood.
of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Yes.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
I'm still trying to get a visual on Pekko's little X.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Gundam! Dick.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure?
Yes.
I show you how serious I am. This world might be destroyed, you know.
Hajime's like, I can't believe I'm trying to, like, put logic into this weirdo.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound.
Yeah, that's
It
it.
seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Alright, rebuttal showdown. Okay, what evidence are we working with here? Okay, rope used for hanging, motel room key, scrap of thick paper, step ladder, smudge on the floor. I'm gonna go with smudge
You're
on the
saying
floor.
the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood. You can't step
Oh,
on blood
shoot.
that was never there.
Damn it, I missed it, I know.
see a nice nightmare?
I missed it. Despite his exaggerated protests, I feel like I've already seen an opening to counter. Yes, there's no close-up on Pego's portrait. You could look at it when you're pointing out the killer. That is also true. Yes, I can always do that. Is this a
You're
trap?
saying the blood on Ibuki's feet will... Ah, impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Yes, there
Allow me to
was.
cut through those words.
Break. That was a pretty simple one,
The
actually.
reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. You look closely. There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Yeah, it would draw attention to it.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Oh, that's an interesting bit of trivia there.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Unless it was Mikon. Anyway.
Maybe that heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
Yes, that is exactly
That's
it.
right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep.
Monokuma being
Since we
a dick.
have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Alright.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
I am truly the victor because I am choosing to retreat.
Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Oh, there they are. Okay, I can see them.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Alright, Nagito, come on.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
He's gonna do this literally every trial.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, what if, let's say, a very, very strong angel of a woman decided to kill herself? Then what happened? Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
He is gonna do that anyway.
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's dead, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
She was convinced to do it. She had the gullible strain of the despair disease.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
It had to be in there.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Yeah, that's a very dramatic thing and very difficult to fake. I know
Her
what he's
body
trying to
would have been
do,
defenseless
but
in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh? Okay, so now we're gonna get into
According
this.
to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
Or the disease she had that made her extremely gullible that we all kind of knew about.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Yeah, it's not like a phone or something.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Ryoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Oh, Sonia's adorable, guys. Sorry if I'm not chatting too much, I'm just trying to make sure I'm, like, absorbing all of this. Okay, becomes... Oh my goodness. Balance. Monitor video for Yuhiko's account, Sonia's account, movies invitation ticket, Mikan's account. I imagine it's gonna be the surveillance video.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Hey there, Nagito Komaid and
Right before the
Mikan,
morning
hello, welcome to
announcement.
the stream.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Everybody was sleeping.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
Great.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Oh, Sonia, you had such great intentions. The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. Okay. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time. Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Oh my god, again.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just take a look at the accounts, because there's a lot of these that are very specific. So, one sec, guys. Okay, no, that's not it. Accounts again. Right until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. She rushed to the hospital to search for Ibuki. She apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Okay. Paper? Fuyuhiko's again. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan from the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. No, he wasn't in bed. He went to the hospital. Wait. No, it was afterwards. Because after Fuyuhiko met with Mikan from the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. Checked the movie theater on Electric Avenue. They didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Okay, we got Sonia's account. Oh, these accounts. Yoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled. She was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sunny apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue's storage room. Oh. I'm trying to remember, what day did that happen? Was that day? Or was it the day before? That's not gonna help me at all. Okay.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I'm a little stuck. Okay, the murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. So everybody was supposed to be asleep at that time. And according to Fuyuhiko, and like, Mikan was with me up until the morning announcement. Fuyuhiko was asleep. Okay. I'm getting a little turned around. Okay. Do you guys have any suggestions without completely giving, like, kind of help me along a little bit here, guys? Like, this is the part I knew was gonna get me turned around. I was trying to keep everybody's stories straight of who was where at what time, and then they went to this other place. And...
We can exclude the sick people
Was
like
it the
me and
ticket?
Akane, right?
Go through it once more.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
Actually, I didn't catch what,
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
sleeping.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed the thing that Nagita said at the very beginning. Sorry, one more time, guys, sorry.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
See anything with agree with? Yeah. Like, I guess I could use Mikan's account to reinforce that, unless you suck something up. Ooh. Okay, alright. Oh, I'm losing time on this, guys. Okay, try Mikan's account? Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
We're sleeping in our cottages, right? That's not an alibi since there's no one there to back it up, right? I did Mikan's account. Okay, that didn't work. Okay.
Crap!
I think you need to suck up something. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can find something. Because this is the part of the trial that I'm fuzzy on, so I haven't figured this out yet. So that's why I'm a little stuck. The rest of it I've got an idea, but it's this running around bit that I'm a little fuzzy on. Okay, so I need to suck something.
We can exclude the sick people like me.
Here we go. To select truth bullet, concentrate. Because it's left, isn't it, to suck it up? It's the 3 accounts, the video, And what else is a bullet? Click and hold. Okay. The other one is the movie ticket. The movie ticket's the only other thing. So yeah, it's the 3 accounts, it's the video, and the movie ticket. Okay, so I might have to suck up a statement, but I just have to figure out what statement that is. The ticket? No, but that's, like, I guess use that for Fuyuhiko? Like, to agree with them? I'm not quite seeing the connection. Because I know, like, at some point we're all going to show our tickets and be like, who saw it when? But I didn't know if that was, like, now are we doing that? So I don't know if it comes up here. Okay.
And what about the others?
Right
Try
before the
using
morning
it for
announcement,
Fuyuhiko there?
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
Nope, that wasn't it. Shoot. You're not using Sonia's statement, no alibi? Yeah, we could take her no alibi. Okay, alright. Here, we'll try that again. Try that again.
Crap!
Oh.
We can exclude the sick
Okay, so
people
I'll
like
just
me
skip
and-
ahead.
And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed at. What about you guys? I was where I was.
That's not an.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease,
Oh,
if
shoot.
nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy
oh no.
the Weakest
Ah, dang
Alibi
it.
has failed.
Sorry. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing and I was so like, ah! Okay, I'm gonna try and get Sonia's statement.
We can exclude the sick.
And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
Sonia's statement.
everyone-
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed.
That's not an alibi.
She trigger finger. I
Aside from
know.
those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Nobody has an
Operation
alibi.
Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay, nobody has an alibi. Yeah, I know, itchy trigger finger. So I guess I can try and use that. The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person doesn't have an alibi for that time. So I guess I'll use that on Fuyuhiko?
We can exclude the sick people like me and a
And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
Nope. No, that wasn't it either. Okay. Wait, we were sleeping in our cottages, right? But that's not an alibi, so there's no one to back it up.
Crap!
Ugh, okay. Nikon on nobody has an alibi. That's the one. Oh, okay. Alright, so we'll
We
just
can
keep going.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane.
And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Here we go.
Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Ooh, I'm losing a lot of time. Okay. No? Oh, use the Mekon one on Nobody Has an Alibi. That's the one. Oh, okay. Okay, my bad, my bad.
We can exclude the
There we
sick
go.
people like
Okay.
me and Akane.
And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Well, that was painful. Okay, we got it.
Hold on.
Ooh, that
Not
took a
all
bit
of
of
us are
time, but
missing
we
an alibi.
got there, guys. Thank you for your help. Moving on.
In fact, Mekon and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mekon and I were actually together.
duh,
for a
of
while.
course. God. I feel stupid now. That took me that long to get that. Painful mostly because that part wasn't straightforward. I know, like it just... In hindsight, I'm like, well, duh. Obviously, Mekon's account proved that we had an alibi, but they were sleeping together. Scandalous.
We even woke up together that morning.
Wording was weird. It was kind of...
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Kazuichi, don't be weird. Smothering isn't sleeping together. She was trying to kill me slowly with her bosom. Twice. Spicy.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
And then I went and I did it again. That's crazy. Don't kink shame.
Too much info.
No, Chiaki. No, Chiaki, you're the only girl for me. Maybe he likes being
It's not like
crushed.
that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
Yeah.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Yeah. Good intentions, though.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I'm not following you, but I'm waiting for an explanation.
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
You don't feel bad at all, Nagito. You don't care. You're loving this.
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Oh, is this the... Oh, is this where it's being called? Oh, is this a shorter trial or is the second half like a lot longer?
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monami. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
This one's kind of shorter. Okay, do you think it could be finished in this session or should we leave it till tomorrow? Because I don't really want to go too much longer than, because we've been at it for about an hour and a half. You could get really close. Oh. But you don't think I'll be able to finish it tonight, is what you're saying. I might have to call it here. I don't like calling it after just an hour and a half because I feel like we haven't really done much. But it's just, I can't really go too late. Perfect time to stop the trial at that bathroom. Yeah. I don't know, maybe play like half an hour more. Okay. I never feel good about stopping mid-trial though. Like the intermission's kind of a good spot for that. To run out the hour. There's some stuff you can do. There's some stuff you can do? Like in... Alright, I'll play for another half hour and we'll stop where we stop. We will continue. Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls! There's some stuff you can do, never mind. Oh. Is this another Sonia joke, Kay? And here's some chance time. What? What's that? She wishes. Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. What is happening? That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or less, so keeping it concise. That's too long, it'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Ooh, make some cash bucks. Then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Yes, I would like to save. Alright, so we'll play for another, like, half an hour or so, and then we'll stop where we stop. Back to the trial.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip.
And look what
but
happened.
It turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Thanks, Monami. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
Well, you kind of dropped a bombshell on us, buddy.
Did I confuse you? If
Aw,
so,
thank you,
I
Nagito
wish I
Komeda
could die from
/
self-loathing.
Mikan, for the follow. I appreciate it. Sorry, my little notification thing didn't go off. I gotta check that on Streamlabs.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
Yeah, you should have died a long time ago. We get it, okay.
If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That is
That
true.
rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Damn, I wanted to die. The murderer wanted to pay homage to Monokuma's masterpiece.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm
He's
thinking
doing it.
about it again, and
Can't fault a
He's
guy for
totally
following the
right.
rules.
it feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the
Yeah.
lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Yeah.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
No, you can buy arrows at the grocery store, because you can get everything at the grocery store here.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel
Duct tape, the
incomplete.
common man's arrow. You just throw rolls of duct tape when you go out hunting. That's all you gotta do. It's the same thing. Supermarket didn't have arrows? Psh, I know, right? They were out of stock. Somebody bought the whole stock. Pff, that's weird. Not suspicious at all.
If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning,
I just think of the bloody duct tape from the last game. Yeah.
they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
No, they obviously knew about it.
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Okay, I'm with Gundam. Huh? Hyoko's murder wasn't planned? Oh, did she walk in on it? Is that why?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions? It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example...
Oh, the hoodie's back.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Sonia sent her there. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me and all. I think my mom told me that one. Can Hyoko stop walking in on murders? Man, Hyoko's just like a murder magnet until she got murdered. Was coming for her one day, Final Destination style. Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So,
You're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However,
Kazumichi has no idea what's going on, like, half the time
My
anyway.
4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Also, I haven't fed them yet today. They crave flesh. She was asking for it. Oh. Why Hiyoko went to the music venue, if that's the key to all this. I need to find that out no matter the cost. Okay, but we know why. We have Sonia's account. I know that's the clue. I know that's the truth bullet we need. Wait. The motel room key? Wait. No, I thought it was Sonia's account, was it? Oh no!
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I never
She
liked
was guided by the
Hiyoko.
will of causality.
I need to find out why Hiyoko went to the music venue first. Okay, she just wanted to
Why
check.
did Hyoko
She didn't
go
get
to the music
abducted.
venue?
She had her key with her.
There's no way we'd know that!
So I'm gonna use
Maybe
that on
the killer
Akane.
summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by
No,
the killer.
oh, I can't disagree with that.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
See, I knew it took me like 10 minutes to do the last one, but I knew this one.
She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
It was her vanity that got her killed. She couldn't tie her outfit.
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
Yeah.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
No. They would have taken the
Then
key.
they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
What? Akane? Come on. Don't be weird.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Akane, you're frequently wrong. You're not very smart.
This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Actually, no, sorry, that's a lie. Akane is occasionally right, usually by accident.
No, that's not the issue.
Please don't kill me, giant woman.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
See, she doesn't have Nekomaru around to get rid of that excess energy. Your gut is constantly hungry. Oh, she's just like a black hole. Alright, what evidence are we using here? Rebuttal showdown. Okay, what are we working with here? Stepladder, candle, smudge on the floor, Mikan's account, Fuyuhiko's account, Sonia's account. Okay, we would have to use Sonia's account for this one.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But
Advance.
Hyoko's room was
Whoops.
locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Advance.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Nope, that wasn't it. Hyoko's kimono is all messed up. There should be no doubt about that. Oh. I should have just
Hold
kept...
on. Try remembering her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all.
Oh no, I screwed that one up. Okay, was that not the right evidence? Oh shoot.
Damn it!
Back to the original topic. Okay, so was that not, or did I miss my shot? On Fight the Killer. Use Sonia's account? Oh, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. To use there. Yeah, okay. So I've got the right evidence. Don't cut the yellow words unless you're contradicting them. Okay. And well, I know that first one was trigger finger, but... Alright, I'll get
The
there.
killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Advance, okay.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key
Fight
in
the killer.
Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Wham!
Allow me to cut
Okay,
through those
thank you for
words.
the help, guys. Break! We got it.
The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
See, up until now, when the yellow words have shown up, it's like, that's the one you use it on, so that's why it was like, okay, so do I just cut it like a regular statement? The answer is no, you leave it alone.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Kyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
She really should have had
That
another
is why
change of
I informed
clothes.
her. I told her that there
Couldn't
was
go to
a
the
full-length
supermarket
mirror
to
at
get
the
any
music venue,
backups, huh? Just
and
like
I
a
suggested that she use it.
tank top and some shorts or something, get some flip-flops, just something a bit more casual. They had
Then
swimsuits.
the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
Vanity.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Kazuichi, don't be gross. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Yeah.
Stop goes doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Don't kill the hamsters, Kazuichi! Soda summoning the spirit of Teru. Man, Kazuichi's simping so hard, he's like, damn the animals! No! Not the hamsters.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Please spare him! You're too powerful!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Sonia has no faith in you, man. Sorry.
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even
I
if
love
the killer
Gundam so
couldn't predict
much.
it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music
And
venue?
Fuyuhiko's like, I'm not even gonna acknowledge this nonsense in the corner here. Just, can we please focus? Please.
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Kazuichi versus 4 Davis of Destruction at MSQ at WrestleMania 37. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Yeah, she gave me my
When she went
accent.
to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed, so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
I mean, it's just as good a reason as
It
any.
probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the handbag over her head. And without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
They must have been very quick.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
They came up with that very quickly.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do?
Just convince Ibuki to hang herself, I guess.
They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Oh,
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
I still love that hoodie. The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
He's been sworn to silence. He can say nothing. I hate this man so much.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
You told him to.
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Yes, you've placed yourself in a position where we have to ask you for help.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really?
Oof.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Oh. No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
Strange. It's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why? Why weren't there any footprints on the step ladder?
I can prove it with this.
Ah.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
See, I noticed the hand, like the marks on the side of it, but I didn't notice the lack of footprints, actually. That's a good point.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing. This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
We don't even know what her ultimate ability is yet. What are you talking about? Anyway, you were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't she say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt
Nagito's
that
the best.
she really
You know what?
did climb it.
You know, I'm with you, Kay. Nagito's pretty great, but he is a frustrating person to play against.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
It was a trick, but no
that's
treat.
something only Hajime would know.
Exactly.
Since
Yeah.
he's the only one who saw that video.
I was kind of saying at the beginning, the way it is as somebody in the game, Nagito is frustrating because he's kind of working against me, both with me and against me. But, like, separated from that, he's an interesting wild card element in the game, and he makes it quite fun. He makes it interesting. So just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me. It's
Hajime,
always up to
I leave it
Hajime.
in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Man, I got two good girls here.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
I got Sonia, I got Chiaki. I'm doing pretty good. There was some hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. The curtain. It's the curtain. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. Hanging video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Black curtain in the background, huh? Based on that video alone, I don't really know if the curtain's suspicious or not.
Damn it!
Oh. Oh.
Here!
Yeah. The obvious one. Solve this, we
Right,
can
I
get dinner
remember now.
together, wink
There was
wink.
definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains
Yeah,
on the
that was
stepladder
something
in the
I
video.
noticed.
It was
Oh, it's completely clean. It's the
That
second
is
step ladder.
truly strange.
Right on the left side or left on the right side?
If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
So there would be
Even so,
blood.
The fact is, the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
There were two in the storage
There's
room.
no way
Yes,
the video
one
was
of them
recorded
was
in
in the
advance.
hospital, I betcha.
If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Yes.
Wait, are you saying there were two step ladders?
This is like the Ace Attorney ladder versus step ladders, but it's like there were two step ladders.
But where would you find another step ladder? There was only one step ladder in the music venue.
That we saw.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
I feel like Nagito's just talking to the player at this point, being like, "You're playing this game very well. You're deducing things very well. Congratulations." Stepladder overload.
What are you two talking about?
Stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Yes, the curtain. Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing the place where the killer did something? What are you doing, Steve? Oh no, here we go. Oh, God damn it again. Oh my god, that's a lot. Oh lord. Nope. Nope. What's the question? Oh. What's the difference between the video I saw and the actual crime scene? It's not the G. Display the question. What's the difference between the video and the actual crime scene? The curtain? I'm not sure what point it's trying to make. F? Oh, F. Okay. Nope. F. Yeah, F indeed. F-I. Oh. Film. Whoop, no. That's it. Filming. Oh. And, oh, whoops. Oh, shoot. Up. Oh, no. Oh, no, shoot. Oh, gosh. Filming. Filming location. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need to see. No! I needed to see. Oh wait, no, there you are. No! Oh no! I'm making a mess, guys, I'm sorry. I need to see. There we go. Location I need. Location. Oh. Oh. Oh, shoot. And, no, I needed that N. There we go. Okay. I made it. Don't forget you can stack letters more than 2 at a time. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was something I realized kind of by accident.
That's right. Besides
Don't have
the
to
step
destroy
ladder,
letters if they're
filming
going to come up
location must have
later.
been different too.
Oh, I assumed I had to before they hit the other side. Or it would just go ksh. They can sit for a bit. Oh, okay. Destroy letters if they're gonna come up later. Alright. I'm still learning the game. I apologize. Okay. Inside the stepladder, the filming location must have been different. Yes.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
Like at the hospital.
But the hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera
I've
unit.
realized with a lot of the mini games during the trial is it's very much you figure it out as you go along. They don't really fully explain it to you. You kind of have to, no pun intended, trial and error it. You have more cases so you can master the game later. Yeah, maybe I'll master it. We'll see. In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to the surveillance camera unit? Well, this isn't gonna be another one, is it? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. I got lucky there. I was... Alright, I didn't think we were gonna be doing this again. The camera. There we go. Oh. Oh, man, that was... Oh my god. Wow, they're actually... Like, I'm actually having to, like, really get this. Oh my god. Oh, yep, there I go. I was like, skate or die. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, I can't just speed along. I have to... Can't go too fast. Okay. Forget you can slow down. I know, I know. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? The music venue. Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, alright, alright, alright. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. Do with the camera from them. Okay, so they took it with them. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I only fell once. Alright, I did it. I did it. I did think they were, like, I don't want to say I didn't expect it to get complicated. They did manage to actually make me, like, pay attention to what I was
That's
doing.
it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes. At
Gets
least when I
harder too.
first
Oh
discovered
boy.
Ibuki's
Be
body.
ready. Oh no.
But when Hyoko's body appeared,
Same with the
you'll
Scrabble one.
probably
Oh, I
pick
hate the
up there,
Scrabble
too.
one.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
If we knew that.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Yeah.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
The thing the killer did to the remaining monitor was he destroyed it.
I see!
Oh, I'm getting a little bit of life
The killer
left back.
smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Couldn't go much further than that. That's why it was on the second floor, which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. I might have to do this. God damn it! Okay. Conference room. So I can leave the N and it'll be fine, just as long as it doesn't collide with anything else. Got that one fast. Yeah, because I saw all those and I'm like, conference room. Oh, wait, no, I don't need you. No. Conference room. See, I knew that much. Blows up after 25 seconds. Oh, I needed that R. Ah. Oh, shoot. What? Oh. Shoot, I did the... What? Conference. Oh, shoot. I'm an idiot. There we go. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, guys. I know. E. I can spell. It's the panic. It's the panic. There we go. Conference. There. Conference. Now I need the R and the OO. So I was like, it's perfect. That's just what I needed. And it's like, nope, I don't. I'm not ready for that yet. Now I need the O. The OO. Nope. None of these help me. One more. What? No. Go away. Nope. Need another O. Give me an O. Give me an M. There we go. Confer room is short for conference room, right? Yeah, that's it. I was just trying to economize letters. That's what I was trying to do. I totally didn't forget how to spell conference in my panic for just a second. Confer room is a word. It is now.
Huh? Conference room?
Now it is.
But the hospital and the music venue.
Now is
look
it?
completely
Was it the
different.
time?
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. Gotta make clear what that work was. It was the curtain! I know! start paper, music venue, curtain. Curtain, 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 curtain. There it is. Hey, Persona fan 259, welcome to the stream.
And the music venue looked the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations.
Why are you
Hajime,
still
you're
stuck
pretty
on
stupid.
trying to gain back seconds? Okay. In order to make the hospital conference room resemble the music venue, what did the killer do? Okay.
There's no way the conference room.
How'd they do it? Yeah, I know it's an agree
Music venue looked the
statement.
same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
What? And the conference room looked like the music venue, yeah. Oh, no, it was the other way around. Shoot. Close but not quite.
Damn it!
Yeah, it's the other way around.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look
Yeah,
the same.
reverse it.
Which place resembled the other?
Scratch that, reverse it.
Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That must
Got there before the pink text. Imagine the correct one is Hajime, you're pretty stupid. No, that's wrong!
What the killer did was
That's just me playing it.
make the music.
Hajime,
venue
you're
the
so
crime
smart.
scene
It's like,
look
actually,
like
I'm
the
just
conference room.
fumbling my way through this.
They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain.
A nice
Then
cheetah
after the
print. A
incident,
classy print.
it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Like a half-assed ripoff.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
Burn! Shots fired by Monami. Pow, 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 pow.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room.
How does a
Indeed,
teenager make
floor
this
of that
complicated of
room
a
is-
murder? Hey, they're ultimates. They're not just run-of-the-mill teenagers, you know. Only Nagito is a run-of-the-mill teenager. Burn!
The same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Yeah, this is a lot of planning.
Matching
This ends
floors,
up being
matching
somebody
curtains.
stupid. I'm calling
I guess it makes
shenanigans
sense
on
to
this.
take the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like a conference room. It's gotta be that. Okay, that was the curtain. The stepladder. The candle? I guess?
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, because it was the lighting. Yeah. Okay.
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
It's to add ambiance. Love how this all transpires in a day.
That
Yes.
might have been another
It's a very busy day on
main reason was
Monokuma
probably
Island.
tamper with evidence.
Jabberwock Island.
The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
Yeah, they're way too
That's
different.
why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
So then where'd the other candle go?
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect.
Yeah, because nobody seemed to pick up on the fact that there's no friggin' hair from Ibuki hanging out from under
Cheap-ass
that
camera,
bag.
It won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up.
I know I'm
should
going
be
a
no
teensy
problem
bit
to say
over,
this
but...
is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far. And
we
the
still
interior
don't know
design
who
of the
did
movie theater is too distinctive.
it. We know how they did it, but we don't know who. You're close to reveal, so it's okay you're running later. Okay.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in
Very
the
close?
conference room.
Okay.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
Does that mean I know what it means? I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Wait. That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. The fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room was the fake.
I see.
Yeah.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Yes.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki.
See, I kind of knew this already before we got here, but I
Put on
still
a
don't know who
hospital
did
gown,
it.
Wore a hint bag on their head and was only pretending to be the victim.
Oh boy. Okay.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
Hajime Big Brain must be pro at Among Us. He's only good at it because the rest of the group on this server are a bunch of dummies. Except for, like, Nagito, because most of the smart people have been killed off at this point.
The actual time of death
Chiaki's one of the
must have
smart
been
ones
earlier.
left, though.
Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
Nagito's a
They took
pro,
Ibuki
too.
from
Oh,
the
man,
music venue to
Nagito's,
the
like, an
hospital to
expert
kill
at
them.
Among Us.
There's no way it happened during the day.
Took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her. There's no way it happened during the day. Yeah. So that's what happened. And no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. Well, that should give you some comfort, though, Hajime. That moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me was... I don't know who it was, guys! Was it Mikon? Think it over.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
To get him to leave the hospital. Hey, Kane's smart. Turns around. No, she isn't. Think about it. Okay, the Flash could have run fast enough. He could have. Okay, who was the only person? Okay, so it'd have to have been somebody who needed to leave the hospital. He was at the hospital. No, but I mean, Hajime was at the hospital. Yeah. Why did the killer go to the trouble making a crime scene so high? Big boy final answer. Okay.
The
Oh.
killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. If I examine that possibility thoroughly.
Somebody at the hospital narrows it down. Okay, so that narrows it down to Mikon. She was there with me. Akane and Nagito. Because Fuyuhiko wasn't there yet. I don't think he did it. Was it Mikon?
Naturally, the killer's identity.
Yeah, I know. Nagito was too sick. Conference room. Who had been in the conference room? Okay, see, if this is something that I actually didn't see the conference room until we started the investigation. When I was doing the initial, like, exploring the hospital, I never went to the conference room. So I don't know if there was somebody in the conference. The only thing I can think of is Mikon was supposed to be resting in the room, and then all of a sudden ended up, I think it was Mikon. Some people never went there. Who had been in the conference room and some people never went there. Like, am I way off in saying it's Mikan? Like, am I, like, critically wrong? Because right now that's, like, the only thing that kind of makes sense. But even though she had the alibi with me, though. Give it a try if you want.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's a... I hit a realization. Okay, so... I love how when I'm like, is it Mikan? I'm like, I think it's Mikan. I'm not sure. And then in the chat, it's just like, well, you know, give it a try if you want. I mean, you can say that. And it's like, oh, I don't know if you just Checo Pecco. Yes, I want a Checo Pecco. That's right. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. LOL, why not go for it? Perhaps she used you for an alibi. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I wanted to see Pecco, because her portrait is a little different. Nope. Nope, nope. There it is! Oh, do now. Okay, I'm gonna... Am I about to be... There aren't many people at the hospital, right? I know, but I don't think it's Akane, though. Alright, I'm just gonna friggin' guess. I'm gonna guess it's Mikan. This might be really stupid. But I'm guessing it's Mikan. It's kind of the only one that... Oh, we're right!
You're the killer, aren't you?
Okay, alright. Because I was like, it's the only one that makes sense, but I thought I was like, no, maybe I'm missing something. Uh-oh. But Ducta, oh no! Mikan? Oh, nobody ever suspects Mikan.
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? Me? I'm the killer? What is this?
I'm happy and sad at the same time. Yeah, like, I'm curious, is she gonna have, like, a villainous breakdown? Like, is it gonna be, like, an Ace Attorney style, like, well, I guess you got me. Like, man, she sure is talking a lot this trial. She was talking a lot. She gave us love. Oh, Pyla. Explain Hyoko. It would explain Hyoko. What? Why would Mikan want to kill Hyoko? That doesn't make any sense. They got along so well.
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her is the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime
You're really
and
close to the end, but if you have to
an
end
alibi.
somewhere around here, works okay. At least you got to the finger pointing part. Okay, you know what, I'm sorry. I might have to actually call it here for tonight. I know this, like, feels like we just got the big reveal, but... Akane, you're right for once, but shut up, you're not helping. I know, like, Akane gets it right by accident. That's Akane's way. Okay, so guys, I'm actually gonna call it here. I know this feels like a bad spot to call it, but I'm kind of, I have a limit on time for this, unfortunately. But, it will not be a delay for very long. Because, hold on. While I just clear this a little bit. Cliffhanger! Yes, it is the cliffhanger finale. So, unfortunately, for 10. Yes, so Qua's already kind of gotten ahead of it. So I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow night. So don't worry, it's not going to be that long of a cliffhanger. So I'm going to be continuing tomorrow, roughly 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I will update you on Twitter as well. If anything comes up in the meantime, that's where the update will be. And we will find out exactly... Oh, thank you, Persona fan, for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, so we will be continuing tomorrow. We will find out why Mikan did what she did. Like, we know why she killed Hyoko. That part is obvious. Why did she kill Ibuki, though? Ibuki was a sweetie and an angel and her friend, and I don't understand. But maybe we'll get some sort of resolution for that. We'll get a weird villainous breakdown of Mikan where she suddenly becomes like this very composed, like cool-headed villain. and we'll get to see a really cool execution style scene at the end. We're gonna have to wait and see. Ooh, salty. Just gonna follow, see what happens tomorrow. Yeah! My Heroes Girls Club United in Death. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is gonna be all of them, isn't it? Oh, man, that whole girls club from that video game are just... Yikes. So yes, I will be calling it here for tonight. One other thing I thought I would point out is, especially for those who are new to following me on stream, I know my VODs only go back so far. I've actually got a link on my profile that links to a YouTube account I have that has all of my previous VODs from this playthrough of Danganronpa 2. So if you decided you wanted to go back and kind of watch some of the older videos, they are there for you to peruse at your own discretion. I'm also slowly starting to update or upload my videos from the first Danganronpa game, Trigger Happy Havoc playthrough. So I'm slowly but surely uploading my VODs to my YouTube channel. So if you want to check those out, there is a link on my description. Just thought I would throw that out there. But yes, if anything happens between now and tomorrow night, I'll update you on Twitter. But for right now, we're looking at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time to wrap up the trial, and maybe we'll get to explore a new island, and maybe have some free time, which I'm really excited for. Whew. Time to watch some YouTube. Thank you. All right. Feels like a Beatles reunion. All right. I will call it here for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow night when we finish up the trial. Until then, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. See you guys.